Ladies and gentlemen, the late Yul Brynner.
I really wanted to make a commercial when I discovered that I was that sick and my time was so limited. I wanted to make that commercial that says simply, now that I'm gone, I tell you, don't smoke. Whatever you do, just don't smoke.
Steve McQueen was born on March 24, 1930 in Beech Grove, Indiana. He is known for being an actor and a race car driver. He was called the King of Cool. Some of his biggest movies are The Thomas Crown Affair, Bullet, The Getaway, and The Great Escape. He had a tough childhood. He lived with his grandparents and he was later beaten by two of his stepdads. He would run away and get into trouble. He was dyslexic and partially deaf. After being honorably discharged from the Marines, he studied acting. He would race cars to earn extra money. He loved drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes. He was arrested in Alaska for driving while intoxicated. He loved women and women loved him. He insisted on doing most of his own stunts. He was a pilot. He trained in martial arts with Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. He was paranoid after it was reported that his name was on Charles Manson's hit list. He had mesothelioma, which is a lung cancer that usually comes from asbestos exposure. He was married 3 times and had 2 children. He died in 1980 from heart failure after having surgery to remove tumors in his abdomen and neck. He was 50 years old. Charles Bronson was born on November 3, 1921 in Ehrenfeld, Pennsylvania. His birth name was Charles Dennis Buczynski. His parents were Lithuanian. Most of his roles were in action films. Some of his best-known movies are House of Wax, The Magnificent Seven, Once Upon a Time in the West, The Dirty Dozen, and Death Wish. A movie critic described him as Clark Gable who had been left out in the sun too long. He had 14 brothers and sisters, and his family was very poor. He could speak 4 languages. He joined the U.S. Air Force in 1943 and received a Purple Heart after flying 25 missions. After World War II, he moved to Hollywood and took acting classes. His first lead role was in the 1958 film called Machine Gun Kelly. At one point, he was making over $1 million a movie. He won a Golden Globe in 1972. He auditioned for the lead role in Superman. He had hip replacement surgery in 1998. He was married 3 times and had 4 children. He had Alzheimer's disease. He died in 2003 from COPD, respiratory failure, lung cancer, and congestive cardiomyopathy, according to his death certificate. He was 81 years old.
James Harrison Coburn III, born on 31st of August 1928 in Nebraska, was a highly acclaimed American actor. His career spanned several decades, marked by versatility and a distinctive presence that captivated audiences. Coburn first gained prominence with a supporting role in The Magnificent Seven, establishing himself as a reliable and charismatic actor. In the 1960s, he achieved widespread recognition for his role in The Great Escape, and his career continued to flourish with roles in iconic films such as Charade, Our Man Flint, and The President's Analyst. Coburn appeared in dozens of television series and films, and his performances often showcased a unique blend of charm and toughness. He experienced a career resurgence in the late 1990s with his portrayal of an abusive father in Affliction, for which he won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. James Coburn remained active in the film industry until his passing in 2002, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a significant impact on the world of cinema.
Robert Vaughn, the dashing star of The Man from U.N.C.L.E., lived a life filled with grace, charm, and mystery, but 9 years after his passing, his family discovered something in his old attic that left them speechless. Hidden behind a loose wooden panel was a dusty metal box, sealed shut and marked only with his initials. Inside were hundreds of handwritten letters, love notes, wartime reflections, and unsent messages to people he'd lost touch with, including one to his daughter he never sent. As his family read the final page, tears streamed down their faces. It ended with the words, "I hope you know how proud I've always been, even in silence." It wasn't just a box of memories. It was Robert Vaughn's final goodbye, written in ink but meant for eternity.
Brad Dexter, born Boris Michel Soso, was an American actor and film producer. Dexter was born in Goldfield, Nevada. His parents Marko and Ljubica Soso were ethnic Serbian immigrants from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Trained in theater at the Pasadena Playhouse, after serving in the U.S. Army he made his screen debut in El Dorado, The Asphalt Jungle, Run Silent, Run Deep, Terra's...
Hear that, Sotero? You hear what he said? Right on. To me!